Trigger warning. Ghosts, ghouls, and gruesome stuff ahead. It's weird, it's dark, it's your kind of vibe.
Welcome to Haunted and Homicidal, the podcast where true crime meets the paranormal. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Courtney. Every week we uncover the terrifying, the twisted, and the totally unexplainable. Lock your doors and grab your sage.
Because things are about to get haunted and homicidal. Hey guys.
What's
Welcome
up?
back. This is our paranormal week 9. I think we're on episode
spooky.
19 now? Something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. Getting quite a few listeners, so we're excited about that. Thank you guys.
What?
So how was your week been?
Long.
Always long. We never have short weeks ever.
We never do.
Bullshit.
I have so much to... Oh,
What?
I gotta clean. I was sick.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's bullshit.
So much to do. So
That's-
little time.
It's getting on sick time too, like the fall, winter. It's sick
It's
time.
ridiculous.
I'm gonna make the garlic honey stuff today after you go,
Yeah.
and then it'll be ready for you next weekend.
Okay.
If you come, you're coming Friday night, so I can just remind me to
Yeah.
give it to you Friday night.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to fucking forget. But what I'll probably do is I'll keep it in my container and then put it in yours when you come.
Okay.
Because for some reason, when they're in a mason jar and I put them in the fridge, like the honey crystallizes, but it doesn't when it's in like the Tupperware. So
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, my week has been very long. Also tired.
And how long is he gonna be gone after whenever you drop him off?
I have no clue. Oh, so when he gets his truck, he should already have his loads lined up, and it's 12 days on, 2 days home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think this right now is probably going to be the longest that he's going to be home, because we're waiting. I think they said the team lead calls Monday to let him know like how long he's going to be able to be at home for this stretch, because they have to get a truck ready for him, and we have to find out where the trucks are, and they have to like coordinate because it's supposed to be within like a certain distance from where your home base is, which is here. But he said like if they don't have one close, they'll fly him to wherever it is. So it might be just a thing of getting him to like Gulfport or New Orleans airport to get him flown out. It's good though, because like I didn't get the receipt, but had I got the receipt for gas on like the way home, they would have reimbursed us for that. But I only put like $30 in there. It's not a big deal. So it was like $200 or something. Yeah, I'd want that. But it seems to be pretty good so far. The health insurance is so fucking expensive. So expensive. It's $108 a week.
Ew.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
What the fuck?
I guess we will go ahead and get into it.
All right. So today I have the Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
I love this one.
Do you know this one?
I do know this one.
Oh.
That's why when you were like, I can do Waverly Hills, I was like, yes, do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I knew the Winchester house too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the land that is known today as Waverly Hill was we're gonna talk about the land before it was a hospital.
Okay.
Okay. So this is before.
Oh.
Before it was a sanatorium. Okay. So it was purchased by Major Thomas H. Hayes in 1883 as the Hayes family home.
Okay.
And since it was too far away from any existing schools, he decided to open a local school for his daughters in the house, on the land.
Okay.
He started a one-room schoolhouse on Pages Lane and hired Lizzie Lee Harris as the teacher.
Okay.
She had a fondness for Walter Scott's Waverly novels, so she named the schoolhouse Waverly School.
Okay.
And he liked the peaceful-sounding name so much that he named the property Waverly Hill.
Okay.
So how they spelled it was Waverley.
Okay.
So then when he was selling the land and all that stuff, the Board of Tuberculosis Hospital kept the name when they bought the land and opened the sanatorium. And so, but they had changed it. They cut the one of the E's. So they spelled it Waverly.
Okay.
And it's not known exactly when the spelling changed, but apparently it kept fluctuating between both of them over the years.
So does it explain like why?
No. It just said like they don't know why when
It just did.
It just did.
Okay.
Because I guess when like some people, when they spell certain things, they don't like, they spell it differently. So I guess if someone else was like writing something or saying something, they spelled it without the E, and then some people who actually like spelled it with the E. Like,
so the property itself was with the E, but then people talking about it or writing about it either had the E or didn't have the E sometimes.
yeah. So
Okay,
now,
gotcha.
kind
of like
they don't
color
have, yeah.
with the UK. There's a U.
Yeah.
But in America, it's not a U, but it's the same. It's the exact same thing. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. But now they just have the E dropped, so it's just Waverly.
But is the area still with the E? So they took the area with the E off of it?
I guess.
I'm kind of confused. English is confusing.
It is. All right. So when it be now the hospital part.
Okay.
So early 1900s, Jefferson County was ravaged by an outbreak of tuberculosis known as the White Plague.
Okay.
It opened they opened a 2-story wooden sanatorium in 1910. It consisted of an administrative main building and 2 open-air pavilions, each housing 20 patients for the treatments of early cases to try to contain the disease.
And that was a problem because... Any clue?
Wait, what?
Trying to treat tuberculosis during that time was a problem. Yeah. Do you know why? Because they thought air was the cure. That's why it was open air. Yeah. And it did not... To prevent... Okay.
I do, yeah.
To prevent the spread of an airborne illness, they decided to put them in open air units. Make it make sense.
Yeah, because some of their treatments involve outside.
Yeah, because they thought air is what killed it, but it's an airborne illness. Like,
yes.
Whatever.
So the Louisville City Hospital, they wanted, separate hospital, like their big hospital.
Oh, like real hospital.
Yeah, like real hospital. They wanted to build a new one, so that launched in 1911, but they wouldn't have a tuberculosis ward.
Okay.
So in 1912, all the patients at the old city hospital were transported to Waverly.
Okay, and remind me again why they built the hospital on Waverly grounds.
They just liked the area, I guess. It didn't say why.
Okay.
I guess.
I just didn't know if there was like...
And I guess because it was so far away that
trying to contain the plague.
trying to contain it pretty much.
Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much because it was so far away that they figured, they don't have anybody to really contaminate.
Right. Okay. Because everybody there is already going to have it.
Yeah, because pretty much once you're there, like... You're
not gonna leave.
You're not gonna leave.
You're gonna die.
Pretty much. And because of that hospital closing and moving all their tuberculosis patients over there, they were starting to get so many patients that space was becoming very tight, and many patients lived in tents outside the sanatorium while the additions were being quickly constructed.
Okay.
1915, a children's pavilion was added with 50 beds available. It was both for children with TB and for children whose parents were being treated.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, so let's just contaminate the healthy kids with put them with the sick kids.
What? Okay.
Yep. By the 1920s, the time had come for a more modern building because that was pretty much all wood.
Yeah.
So the board of TB Hospital gave Waverly Hills $1.1 million to construct a new building.
Okay.
It was designed by architect D.X. Murphy. The new building was a 5-story structure totaling 180,000 square feet.
Okay.
It allowed every patient to have their own room, telephone, radio, and solarium porch.
Okay. I'm not sure what that is, but okay.
Where they can get sun, pretty much.
So,
because you know how they want
a porch, like
I guess
a regular porch.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
With a sunroof, I guess.
Okay.
With a skylight, I guess.
Okay.
Construction began in May 1924, and the building opened to patients on October 17th, 1926.
Oh, wow. So it took them 2 years.
Pretty
More than
much.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 stories. Yeah. The sanatorium was a segregated facility, so only white patients were allowed in the new building. Black patients and other people of color received lesser care in the old wooden structure that still stands today.
Of course. Why wouldn't they?
Exactly.
Their lives are less valuable in those times, apparently.
Yep. So much fun.
Okay. Makes me angry. That makes me sad. Because people still think like that today.
Yes.
Recent people who passed away in the past week still think like that. Just thought like that because they're no longer thinking, but.
Oh. What was that?
My arm farted.
Ew, I didn't like that.
It said, brr.
As it grew, it became a self-sustaining property with its own zip code, post office, laundry, butcher, water treatment facility, and acres of farmland.
Okay.
Because they're like, we ain't talking to nobody.
I mean, yeah, same. Okay.
Waverly Hills had limited contact with the outside world to prevent infection. Because they're like, if we can try to contain it in one little area, it ain't going nowhere.
Sure, that's how airborne illnesses work. Okay.
It also made life there very isolating.
I would imagine, yeah.
Doctors and nurses could not leave the property and lived full time there.
Oh, ugh.
Yeah, I'd be so bored.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I want to go.
Please let me leave.
Please. Because
I quit.
Pretty much. Because TB was a relatively new disease with no cure, new treatment methods were constantly being explored. The staples for treatment were fresh air,
Nope.
a healthy diet,
Nope.
and plenty of rest.
Nope.
Fresh air was encouraged so much that photos of patients sitting in lounge chairs, I put lung chairs, sitting in lounge chairs covered in snow during the winter exist. So we're going to put this photo.
Yeah.
But there's literally a photo of all of them like wrapped in blankets, like no shoes on, just sitting on the porch in the snow.
So, do you know what fresh air, a good balanced diet, and rest actually cures?
Nothing.
Depression,
Yeah.
the flu, colds,
Not tuberculosis.
not fatal diseases. You know what cures a fatal disease?
Antibiotics.
Well, sometimes. But
Yeah.
do you know what kills a fatal disease? Doctors. Medication.
Yes.
You know what prevents these kinds of diseases? Vaccinations.
Mm-hmm.
Not vitamins. Not fresh air. Not bullshit.
Not fasting.
Tried and true medications and vaccinations.
Yes.
Just making sure that we are all aware of that.
Sunlight was also believed to treat TB. So patients underwent heliotherapy on the roof of the new building, giving them extended exposure to sunlight.
Do you know what sunlight actually treats?
Nothing.
Jaundice.
Yes.
That's it. That it just gets your bilirubins higher. That's the only thing, man. What? Okay. Ooh, I want a fucking Reuben sandwich right now.
Oh, that sounds good.
I know. I'm so hungry.
Okay. There were drastic procedures, too.
Oh, okay.
They were cruder methods. So patients would sometimes undergo artificial... I'm going to butcher half these freaking names.
Okay.
Pneumothorax procedures that wholly or
That was
partially collapse the infected lung, which a balloon would replace.
Yeah, it's a pneumothorax. That's right.
Okay. Well,
That's what Wayne had.
what?
When his lung collapsed, it was called a spontaneous pneumothorax.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. They would also have lymph nodes removed from the lung during a lobectomy, or have portions of the lung removed in a pneumonectomy.
Okay.
Your eyes
I
twitching.
know. It's uncontrollable.
Okay. The most extreme treatment was thoracoplasty, which involved removing 7 to 8 ribs, which was believed to allow greater lung expansion. Don't look at me like that.
That was like an uncontrolled facial expression. I can't control my face. I'm sorry. I get in trouble for it a lot because I can control what I say. I cannot control my face.
Yes. For patients whose TB had spread to the brain, doctors administered electroshock therapy to combat the psychological effects of the disease to little avail. I told you these are drastic procedures.
You think?
Yes.
Oh my God. Electroshock therapy is not intended for ailments like TB.
No.
It has proven successful occasionally for depression, anxiety, or other mental health issues, but not
TB.
Systemic issues like TB.
No.
What in the actual fuck? I feel like we're in an episode of American Horror Story right now. Oh
Yes.
my God. Okay.
Death was a near daily occurrence at Waverly due to the extreme and often ineffective treatment methods.
I mean,
So the constant cloud of death usually resulted in low morale among the patients.
you think? Do you think? I mean, bed A, B, and D died. C is next, my guy. Bruh.
Death rate eventually became so high that a secret tunnel was constructed.
Oh.
Which technically the tunnel was already there because they used it for moving supplies when they were building.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Was constructed to move bodies out of the sanatorium, and the tunnel is commonly referred to today as the body chute.
Gross. Oh, so gross. I made my stomach turn. I don't like it.
So now, the rise and fall of Waverly.
It already fell.
So in 1943, an antibiotic called streptomycin was developed to effectively treat TB.
Hello.
And after it became widely available, it was administered at Waverly in 1949. The patient population steadily decreased throughout the 1950s because of the antibiotic.
Imagine that.
So then in 1961, the remaining patients were moved to the nearby Hazelwood Sanatorium. And then when Waverly finally closed its doors, it housed approximately 50,000 patients over 51 years.
50,000 patients. How many of those died, did it say? Probably the majority of them, I would think.
It didn't really have a whole number because they didn't really have a number. But they said
I would imagine probably 80% or better.
Yeah, I didn't have an exact number. It was just a lot.
Still so much.
Especially the fact they had
Even if
they
it
had
was
to build
only
a
half.
body chute.
Even if it was only half, that was 25,000 people in 50 years.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So it was closed for only a year. So then when it reopened in 1962 as a nursing home called the Woodhaven Geriatric Center, it was meant to treat patients with dementia, mental illness, and physical disabilities.
Okay.
The center was understaffed, and there were widespread rumors of patient neglect. So cockroach infestations, archaic modes of electric shock therapy, and other humane living conditions led to the closure of Woodhaven in 1982.
Okay.
And then when Hazelwood closed, the other sanitarium, developer J. Clifford Todd purchased Waverly for $3,500,000.
Okay.
And he initially planned to convert the buildings into a minimum security prison.
Okay.
However, his plans were quickly squashed after locals protested the opening of a prison.
I would protest that very strongly also.
So then he was like, let me turn it into apartments. Yeah, that plan fell through as well.
Okay.
So then Robert Alberhasky purchased Waverly in March 1996.
Okay.
He wanted to construct the largest statue of Jesus in the world on the property. His plans were based on the statue of Jesus on Corcovado Mountain in Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
He hired Louisville-based sculptor Ed Hamilton and architect Jasper Ward to have a 150-foot statue placed on the roof of Waverly Central Building.
And that's a very big statue to put on the roof of anything.
Yes. He wanted to convert the building into a combination chapel, theater, and gift shop.
Okay.
The fundraiser to raise $8 million for this project only raised $3,000 over the course of a year. So he abandoned the project and Waverly. He said, fuck this shit.
Nobody was behind him on that. They were like,
Nope.
No.
No. And then after being more or less vacant for nearly 20 years, Waverly was purchased by Charlie and Tina Mattingly in 2001.
Okay.
And 2 years later, they created the Waverly Hills Historical Society to restore the crumbling building.
Okay.
And now we're on to the hauntings.
Okay. I'm sure there's probably a lot.
Yes. So a wide range of hauntings have been reported.
Mm-hmm.
For example, people have encountered the ghost of a doctor in a white lab coat entering the 4th floor operating room.
Okay.
Witnesses have seen a ghost chef in the abandoned kitchen and smelled baking bread.
I would be so fucking pissed.
I know. I'd be so
Following
mad.
that bread and then like nothing is there.
Exactly. I'd be so
Bitch,
mad.
like bread is like my fucking...
And then on the 5th floor, visitors have encountered the full-bodied apparition of a woman running down the corridor with her wrist cut screaming.
Oh, no. Absolutely the fuck not.
Faces often appear in the windows of empty rooms, and neighbors reported seeing lights on at the sanitarium. I can't read what I write. During the years when there was no electricity.
What?
Yes, no electricity, but there's lights.
Okay.
And then during the years it stood abandoned, 2 men reportedly died on the property. One was said to be murdered by drug dealers.
What the fuck?
This one was very sad. And the other fell down an elevator shaft with his dog.
Oh, no. Poor doggy.
I know. I read that. I was like, no, not the dog.
Oh, both of our stories are animal related.
Yeah. Since then, the apparitions of both men and the dog have been seen on the property.
Oh, little puppy
I know. And the owner, Tina, even reported seeing the ghost man and his dog while locking up after a tour.
Oh, I hope she gives little puppy some toys.
I know. Leave him some treats.
So sad.
It's very sad. In addition to the ghosts, countless shadow figures lurk amongst the 5 floors.
I would think so. A lot of death happened there.
Most disturbing one is an entity known as the Creeper.
Ew. I already don't like that.
Wait till you find out what it does.
I don't want to.
It does not seem to be human, but rather a large shadow figure that has been spotted climbing the walls and ceilings on the 4th floor.
No, it's not. No, the fuck it is not. This is not the goddamn demon house. Get that kid off the fucking wall. No.
Another terrifying entity visitors are rumored to encounter at Waverly is doppelgangers.
No, I hate those. They're like the fucking worst.
Yep, these entities look precisely like their victim, and there's an old superstition that people have been known to die after seeing them.
No.
Which makes witnessing one at the hospital even more traumatic.
No fucking thank you. I will walk through there with my eyes blindfolded. Okay? Okay.
And it is, of course, filled with the sounds of the past. Auditory hauntings include screams,
No.
moans,
No.
sounds of doctors performing surgery,
Ew.
and relentless coughing.
No.
And children's laughter has also been heard.
Fuck no. Don't like that at all. Like little shut the fuck up. Back the fuck off.
And witnesses have also felt spirits holding their hands while walking down the hallway.
Ew. Look, I got goosebumps.
You do have goosebumps.
I don't like it.
Others have felt body pain as if experiencing the symptoms of TB or the barbaric surgeries.
No, why? Stop.
All right, now ghost hunting.
I don't want to go there now.
Yes,
I do not want to go to there.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Negative.
Positive.
No, because they're going to hold my hand and drag me up a wall, and I don't like it. I'm scared.
They're not going to
heights.
drag you up the wall. They're just going to hold you while you walk down the hallway.
No, the little creeper is going to like take my hand and drag me up a wall and then
Creeper's gonna be like, I
scream
want
at
you.
me. He's going to scream at me and then make me feel like I'm having surgery. No, thank you.
So in 2010, Zach and the Ghost Adventures crew were locked inside for an overnight investigation.
Mm-hmm.
They captured several EVP recordings, including a distinct voice asking, "Remember me?"
No,
And
I
then-
don't.
At one point, Zach climbed into the morgue cooler, which would have been used to store bodies before being transported off property. And so while he was laying in the now non-functioning cooler, he felt extremely lethargic and had to leave the morgue.
No, thank you.
And then Ghost Hunters.
I like Ghost Hunters.
Aired their first investigation in 2007 and returned again in 2021. Lead investigator Grant Wilson referred to Waverly as kind of like a department store for the paranormal.
Yeah, I love
Each
Grant.
floor is something different.
Yes.
So then during their 2021 investigation, the team captured multiple shadow figures inside the hospital, and banging doors were heard in the body chute.
Yeah, that one, I did see that one. It was fucking wild, but I love Ghost Hunters.
And perhaps more unsettling was when a prankster ghost locked investigators inside the body chute.
Yep. I was freaking out.
And then the owner, Tina, confirmed that multiple people, herself included, have been locked in over the years.
Yep. Ugh. Goosebumps. Look at them all. Look. They're everywhere.
Dang. Oh. You have a lot.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So because all of those experiences, it sparked an idea for Amy Brewery and Adam Berry. So they ventured to Waverly to investigate. And their first investigation led to them making contact with the spirits of former nurses trapped at the hospital.
They were trapped in life and trapped in death. That's gotta fucking suck.
Yep. And their experience was so powerful that they started their ghost hunting show, Kindred Spirits.
Oh, I watched that one too.
I've never heard about that till
Yeah.
I did this.
Yeah, I've watched Kindred Spirits. That's cool. That's a neat little piece of information that I didn't know before.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorites, but I've seen it. Mm-hmm. It's interesting to know that this is what caused them to go into it. That's kind of cool. I like that.
So when they returned to investigate as for Kindred Spirits, they researched the haunting of a seemingly malevolent entity that lived on the 4th floor. Through their research, they determined that the spirit was former patient John Mitchell.
Okay.
His wife had been murdered by a man she was having an affair with while John was at Waverly.
Okay.
Yes.
Just gonna call that karma, I guess.
Yes. And unable to care for his children, they became wards of the state.
Oh.
And as a result of the physical and emotional pain he endured, his spirit haunted the 4th floor decades after his death.
Oh.
They captured his shape on their SLS camera and communicated with him. And although his spirit was initially unhappy with their presence, they seemed to give his spirit some sense of enclosure.
Okay.
So now we talk about the body chute.
I don't want to.
It's also known as the death tunnel.
I don't want to.
It is the route thousands of patients took out of Waverly following their deaths from TB.
No, because I remember this on Ghost Hunters, and it's creepy as fuck.
Initially, it was used to transport supplies during the construction.
Yep.
It is a steep 525-foot-long tunnel.
Yes, it is.
With a rail car system that stretches from the 1st floor of the main building and down Waverly Hill.
Yep.
And upon reaching the bottom of the hill, bodies would be taken for burial or cremation. Today, it is considered one of the sanitarium's most active areas.
Yep.
It is covered in graffiti and debris, and it immediately gives off an uneasy vibe.
Yeah, for sure. Just looking at it on the TV, I was like, ugh.
Ghost hunters have heard doors slamming, knocking, moaning, and strange lights appearing in the tunnel's blackness.
I remember that too. It was like a red light.
Oh.
Yeah, it was red.
Oh.
It was crazy. And they were trying to see like if it was someone at the other end, like with the video camera, or if something was like reflecting their camera, and they could never find anything, but it was a red light.
Demon eyes.
I think someone I think said maybe that was like 2 and it looked like eyes.
Because red usually demon eyes.
Yeah.
Others have reported a strange feeling of being watched. And one of the best known ghosts residing in the sanitarium is a ghost of a boy named Timmy O'Shea.
Oh.
He lived in the children's pavilion while his parents were being treated for stage 3 TB.
Oh, God.
He would often play ball with other children on the roof, and one day he fell off the roof and died.
Yeah, poor baby.
A police investigation determined that it was an accident, but there were rumors he'd been pushed by a man standing near him at the time of the fall.
Oh, God.
Over the years, people have brought balls for Timmy to play with, and in certain instances, these balls appeared to move on their own or roll back to the person that threw the ball.
Yeah.
As if Timmy's playing with them.
Oh.
And one of the most active rooms is room 502, just off the old nurses' station. In 1928, a nurse named Mary Hillenberg entered 502 and hung herself from the ceiling light.
Oh, God.
Yes. It's believed that she took her own life because of a pregnancy from one of the male doctors.
Oh, no.
Another version of the story goes that Mary died after the doctor performed a botched abortion on her, and he subsequently staged her death as a suicide. And then several years later, in 1932, a nurse fell to her death from the window. Although some suspected that she'd taken her own life, there have been rumors over the years that she was pushed. So that's 2 people that have been pushed. Visitors are often struck by an overwhelming negative feeling upon entering 502, and some have even heard a disembodied voice shout, "Get out!" as soon as they enter the room.
Okay, I'm out.
Yes. And so, Waverly Hills today. It remains open to the public and is a popular destination for professional and novice ghost hunters.
No, thank you.
Guests can book daytime tours to learn about the hospital's history, and more adventurous souls can embark on an overnight investigation.
I am no longer adventurous.
You can bring your own equipment, but Ouija boards are prohibited. Do not bring a Ouija board whatsoever.
Then I'm definitely not going.
And as if it wasn't creepy enough, it also turned into a haunted house attraction during Halloween.
No. I mean, maybe, but no.
Despite its many ownership changes and near destruction, Waverly Hills is more popular now than ever.
Yeah.
And professional ghost hunters continue to investigate it, and tourists flock to the hospital yearly.
Yeah, that, no, thank you. I do not want anything holding my hand or pushing me out of a fucking window or dragging me up the ceiling.
Don't go by a window.
They're all windows. They're all windows there. Lots of windows.
Just stay in the middle.
Yeah, no, because they're going to drag me up a fucking wall. I do not like to be on walls, okay?
Lock you.
No. No.
Misha.
No. Okay. So mine is not as
in the corner.
Mine is not as scary or crazy. I mean, it's creepy, but it's not like that. Mine is called The Awful of Vermont. According to local legends, in 1925, the residents of Berkshire and Richford, Vermont, would brave encounters of a terrifying unknown flying beast. Located between Lake Champlain and Lake Memphremagog.
What?
Memphremagog. Okay. These towns border the Canadian province of Quebec and paint a perfect pastoral scene, the perfect place for some rustic high strangeness. Like picture perfect, some strange shit's gonna happen here.
Of course.
Whatever this creature was, it was said to closely resemble the mythical griffin with a grayish color, 20-foot wingspan, serpentine tail, and had claws big enough to grasp the girth of an old-style milk can with ease. So, like, the bigger milk cans, like, you could just, like, grab it. Okay. So, like, bigger than human hands. With these features, it's no wonder the people of northern Vermont lived in terror of this menacing new neighbor who moved into town, like, for fucking sure. In the 20s, there's some giant bird-like creature with a snake tail and big-ass fucking claws hunting you down. And you think
I'm staying inside. No more outside time.
Yeah. Allegedly, the first reported sightings came from 2 sawmill workers from the town of Richford. The 2 men were crossing the Main Street Bridge and suddenly noticed an unfathomably large beast. This beast was perched on a nearby rooftop of the Borite building, and it was just, like, staring at them.
No.
It was just glaring and just watching them. Yeah, just the whole time.
No, thank you.
According to the story, one of the men was so scared that he actually suffered a fear-induced heart attack.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and he had to be carried home by the other man that was there with him.
They didn't take him to the hospital?
They took him home.
Okay.
Yeah. So he carried him home, and thankfully the guy did make a full recovery, and was still alive to talk about the incident. However, for weeks afterward, the man was bedeviled with nightmares of the beast and would frequently wake his wife and children with screams echoing throughout the house throughout the night.
Oh, so, no.
Like, he did recover, but he had continuous nightmares about it, like, nightly, several times a night. Yeah. So he would scream. The wife would be like, "Hey, you're home. It's okay." He'd go back to sleep. A couple hours later, he's fucking freaking out again. So that's no bueno. Over the next few months, locals would continue to report seeing this mysterious creature, which would often intimidate residents and send them fleeing in terror. Farmers told stories of its soaring over their fields, while other residents saw it land on the rooftops of their homes. It was like all the same creature. Like they described it the same, but it was always doing something different.
Yeah.
So it was just either just flying or sitting on the rooftop, just staring you down. Like, I dare you to do something to me.
That's not creepy at all.
I mean, it's creepy enough to have this big fucking creature with a 20-foot wingspan just thinking about it, but then having it just like sit on a rooftop and just stare at you.
They're like, can I go to my house, please?
Like all day, just be like staring. No, thank you. Do you want a mouse? I'll give you a mouse.
You want a mouse?
Yeah. One such resident was a farm wife named Oella Hopkins. She was hanging up laundry to dry outside one day when suddenly the family dog became kind of like scared and started barking at something.
Nope, go inside. Take the dog, go inside.
Yeah, like she said the dog was like going psychotic, barking like she had never heard it bark before. So when she looked to see kind of what was going on and what the dog was looking at, that's when she saw this creature. As it turns out, the awful had decided to pay Oella a visit that day and was perched on the farmhouse roof staring at her.
Nope, take the dog, go inside.
Just staring at her. He's like, you're the one today.
Take the dog
I'm just gonna look at
and
you.
go inside.
Just gonna look at you. Like, it doesn't seem to like attack anybody. It just looks at them. Just watches. Just chilling.
And just gives them nightmares later on.
Yeah, and just gives nightmares. So Oella said, oh, fuck that. And she grabbed the dog and went inside, and they hid under her bed for hours and hours and hours until her husband got home. And she told him the story, and he's like, you're crazy.
Of course.
Yeah. By the end of 1925, sightings of the creature had died down and stopped almost completely by 1928. Though it was thought to be gone, some locals have reported seeing it from time to time since the 1920s. One such person was a Montgomery resident, Lisa Maskell, who claimed she would see the beast near Trout River when she was a child. When she was a little older, she said she saw an artist's rendition of a pterodactyl and immediately thought about the creature that she had seen when she was a child and believed it resembled the awful. So it's like pterodactyl, snake, griffin.
Okay.
Thing. Yeah, I don't know. As recently as 2006, it seems the awful may have returned to northern Vermont with a handful of new reports. Despite its fearsome appearance and menacing nature, the awful was never reported to attack people. So, like I said, it just sat there and looked at you.
Because, yeah, that's totally creepy, too.
Yeah, it just watched you to see what you were doing. It just simply seemed to be observing, maybe reporting back to somebody.
Should be like, these humans suck.
Yeah, like, these fucking humans don't do anything. They pick gardens, and they have a dog, and they wash clothes, and I'm bored.
Yeah. They don't do anything exciting.
Though one account told of it flying over Berkshire Field near Lost Nation Road, and it appeared to be clutching a baby or some small animal.
Not a baby.
Yeah, though it was more likely to be an animal because it was never said to have like attacked humans or like nobody had any missing children or anything
Poor
like
goat.
that. Yeah, a dog, goat, some kind of small mammal. It has become a popular notion that H.P. Lovecraft took a secret trip to Vermont in 1925 to investigate stories of the awful and interview locals about their experiences. These stories allegedly served as inspiration for some of his writings afterwards. This claim was originally...
I can believe that.
I could too, but it's like no real proof.
Yeah.
This claim was originally made by an H.P. Albarel Jr. in 2006, though most of his claims regarding Lovecraft are unsubstantiated without source. According to some research, it seems that Albarel's writings of the awful are the earliest mentions and could be the source of the story. So far, it seems no mention of this being has ever been found in 200 years of the Burlington Free Press archives. So basically, like, the townspeople were seeing it, but they never reported it. to the papers, to the police. Like,
because they're like, who's gonna believe us?
Yeah, there's like nothing. I mean, but even still, like normally when you see something like that,
they're too traumatized. They're like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
But they call the police though.
Yeah.
Like UFO sightings and stuff like that, they fucking call. What's the police gonna do?
Because this thing gets in their head, has them too terrified to do anything.
I mean, and maybe that's like the staring part, like mind control or something.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna tell anybody, nobody of importance. I mean, it doesn't like specify, but that could be, that could be.
If all it does is stare, that's probably what it's doing. It's
mind
like
control.
It's trying to get. It's in like in your head, it's like terrifying the shit out of you.
Yeah, trying to make you believe it doesn't exist or not tell anybody. I mean, that's very possible.
Give you nightmares.
Yeah, or give you nightmares. You're not gonna tell anybody about me. But I'm gonna haunt your nightmares.
You don't see me.
Good luck. I mean, and that could be possible. But still, there's no evidence of it in any kind of newspapers or police archives or anything like that. Allegedly, around this time, a jawbone was found by a logger, and it was sent to the University of Vermont for analysis. Though it appears, though it appears there was no further information regarding this, and thus cannot be substantiated. So I don't know if it was like they found a jawbone that could potentially belong to the animal itself or maybe like a victim of the animal. It doesn't really specify. It just says they found one. It was sent in for analysis, but like nothing ever came of it.
It would have had to be weird for them to like turn it in.
Yeah. Yeah. But even still, once in a while, Vermont residents would claim to see the strange beast in the region. Even still recently, Albarell claimed that he had proof of the monster, that it existed. He claimed to have been given a petrified jawbone that belonged to the offal, which was the part of the jawbone maybe that was found, by the logger, or maybe he had like a secondary piece. But it was claimed to have belonged to the offal. He said it was taken to a biologist for identification, but again, the follow-up never came. So.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yep. But again, people are still kind of seeing this creature in that area, but unlike many of the other creatures that have been reported, just cryptids in general, this one has never like been reported to news outlets or the police, which I find kind of interesting. Yeah, and there's only like a handful of reports about it to begin with.
It gets in your head.
I mean, that's very possible, especially since it's just fucking sitting there staring at you. It doesn't try to attack you. It doesn't do anything. It's just like looking at you.
Especially since the dude had nightmares.
I mean, to be fair, even without mind control, I'd probably have fucking nightmares over something that scared me enough to give me a heart attack anyway. Yeah. Like, but also like, why didn't they go to the hospital?
Exactly. Like, the man's having a heart attack. Take him to the hospital, not home.
Yeah, but no, they took him home and he made a full recovery apparently and then had nightmares.
Good thing he made a full recovery because that would have sucked if he died.
Yeah. Yeah. And that would be like one less person to report it. But I mean, like, there were like 5 or 6 reports, kind of like the, what was it?
Black-eyed kid.
No, not the black-eyed. Well, that one has black-eyed kids definitely has very short, very few encounters. Yeah. But the other one I did a couple weeks ago, I can't remember what it's called now.
Mermaid? No, not that one.
No, the one that was like a kangaroo, dog, bear, cat.
That thing.
Yeah.
That thing.
It was like 4 reports of it, But that one, and like I'm saying, that one was reported to the police. That one was reported to the news sources. But this one was not, like, at all, ever at any point was reported to any of that. And it said 200 years. In 200 years, it's never, even the newer 2006, 2000.
Because everyone in Vermont's probably like, don't report this. Like, we don't need people trying to
come here and I mean, and that could be, trying to protect their peace, which, I mean, I understand that, but it's kind of crazy because you would think that they would report something like that. I would probably call the police and be like, hey, you probably can't do anything, but there's this like big animal looking at me.
Do you need to answer that?
No. Leave a message. Probably tell me the shit's ready. I gotta go pick it up. I've been forgetting it like the last 3 days. So, but that was a short and sweet week. Episode for this week. Since our last one was like super long.
Well, hers was, yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the episode was super long. So it's like we're switching up. I had the long murder. She had the short murder. She had the long paranormal. I have the short paranormal. We'll see. We'll see how next week goes. I don't know, because your big one's coming up soon.
Shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up soon. Anyway, that was our stories for the week. Sorry they're kind of short, but, you know, it's a little breather from last week. Nothing major, nothing bad. No clowns. Thank you. So... you know, you guys can always find us on Facebook, facebook.com/haunted and homicidal. Join our Patreon list, patreon.com/haunted and homicidal. And of course, if you guys have any, you know, experienced stuff that you guys want to write in about, or just some kind of suggestions on what you guys might want to hear, or something that maybe we don't already know about, that would be great. That's going to be hauntedandhomicidal@gmail.com. Sorry we didn't get a Misha ASMR this week. We're just kind of out of it. This was a struggle to record.
And we also didn't have any food for Misha to eat.
She ate some cornbread, but it really didn't provide a whole lot of, you know. Yeah, so
we need something crunchy for her.
We will get back on that probably next weekend. Should be good next weekend.
We'll have plenty of food next weekend.
Yes, we will. So much baby food. I mean, baby shower food. No baby food, but baby shower food. But again, thank you guys for listening, for supporting us. Our listener base is continually growing, and we definitely appreciate it. We love you. But again, thank you guys, and okay, bye.